territory. So that's where I expect he would end up. And interesting throwing some more bans up towards top lane. Of course, it could be a Gwen jungle as well. We did see that come out, obviously, from Griffin. It did not work out, but I do think those type of scaling junglers are quite effective against Mundo, assuming it is Mundo jungle.
And we're going to go for the blind pick, Ornn, probably assuming Mundo jungle, but also, I mean, if it's tank v tank, whatever, in the top lane. But they're saving Inspired's pick for last pick here. What do you think the odds of that Graves, Kobe?
I think that Graves is 0, but the Ivern. What about something like an Ivern?
I mean, damage.
You just siege though.
But your top side would be so weak. Think about your top side, Ahri, Ivern, and Ornn. To me, that's just
it's not looking good.
It's just no damage. So I feel like they need physical damage, but the options are limited.
Oh, okay.
Camille into it.
Yeah, so talking about Dokla's counter picks in the top lane, theoretically you could swap Camille into jungle. Were there recent changes for that? Your hook shot now can actually land on the minions?
Yeah, I think it's a definitely.
Or the attack speed afterwards.
Yeah, it is jungleable now.
Sure, yeah.
It is. You can do it. I think the top lane is much better because it's a tank matchup. You're going to scale. You're going to get a bunch of money.
They
got the combo, the Camille ultimate into the Galio ultimate. You can guarantee one player will be locked down.
From TL, I gotta say, I like this TL side a lot. Unless Inspired's got something crazy right now. What is it?
When Kobe was talking about Morgan carrying from the top lane, he meant this game.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about last game.
It was a spillover prediction. Yeah.
Did I not say that? That's crazy.
No, I got you. It was implied. It was implied, for sure.
You got my back.
Oh!
Wait. That was not an accident.
Wait.
That was not an accident.
Vayne jungle? Vayne top? Orange jungle?
You can orange jungle. Orange jungle is fine.
Okay.
Orange jungle is really fine.
The
clear speed is totally fine, and you're just matching tank for tank. It is a Vayne top, not on accident, baby. Slam that thing. You got another counter pick for Dokla. He's been unleashed. He literally, for literal years.
It's do or die for Team Liquid. A win here means Lion locks in a ticket to Brazil. Team Liquid backs against the wall. They got to win 2 in a row into a Vayne to start it off.
Yeah, I absolutely love that he's playing double combat sums. I think this is the way if you're going to be playing these kind of counter picks. Just really slam home the matchup. And when you play Ghost, it makes it so scary because the only way Camille can really do anything in these types of matchups is you have to just constantly hit back with attack sweep and then hope you can find like a hook shot out of a brush and get in onto him. But if that ever misses, if he rolls that and then pops Ghost, you better have flash, buddy, or you're just going to get chased down and killed.
Yeah.
Playing against Vayne is not as bad as it's not fun.
And I just love the confidence from Dokla here because he had a rough start to the split.
Mundo is on company time right now, and he's just making efficient little moves. Okay, no Ahri ult for now. Wait, they're trapping him on Crab while the bottom fight is going.
Damage bot side. Yeah, Berserker actually flashes forward onto Yon as JOSEDEODO avoids the first E from the Ornn, but the Call to Forge God is UCC immune. Dokla's got the damage with Saint landing the charm. First blood to the Vayne.
The top crab is the death crab. Inspired gets the crab. He gets the level 6. More importantly, though, he's got the laners to do it. This top crab is in enemy territory, Jose. And he gets clapped there. They get his flash. They get the kill. Very nicely done. Screen time at the moment. Petu, this Shen main in Europe, has been jungling a lot, and he's actually got everybody to start playing Protoplasm first, Shen jungle. Inspired, of course, did the really early, super cheap support item build when he did Malphite jungle as well. Makes sense a lot on Ornn too. Want to be super tanky, but since they pushed the wave in, Miles went back to the bottom side. Does seem as though Team Liquid are going to have the numbers here, so they should be able to get another neutral. You mentioned that Dragon Kangas. Now on top of it, you get some grubs, and if Jose can... Wait.
Oh, charm from Saint. He's looking for his own play on a Core JJ. The heroic entrance for the magic shield from Quid just to save the Nami. So they do get the support out of there as JOSEDEODO also picks up all the grubs. And they have Yon rotate topside to help push this turret too.
Yeah, they make a big overload play on top side of the map to grab some huge value. And honestly, even though Berserker and Isles will be able to push on that bottom tower, the early work has started for TL on top side, and they're not going to stop. So this race should go to them. Camille only has a Sheen, like it's not Trinity Force yet, but still, it's Camille with a Sheen item and Q's on towers.
Yeah, I mean, the Grub's making a difference, but that Ezreal ult actually cleared out a lot of the wave. The cross-map Ezreal ult helping to buy that time, and now it's getting really close. It's going to be down kind of to the wire here. I think TL still probably will get it, but very close.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if Doko wants to walk up. Yeah, he does decide to walk up here, so he can help hit this. But yeah, the turret's already too low. Team Liquid will win the turret race, and a very creative shift in their game plans that get Morgan out of that 1v1 isolated, push Doko back, deny him multiple waves, and get the first turret.
And LYON also is going Collector Rush here, so obviously it is a lot of early power. It's not the Essence River, so it doesn't scale as well, and you can have mana issues. When Doko lost his tower and they overload that side of the map, he says, "I'm still scaling, I don't give an F." So he's still feeling confident, and they're going to TP back in and look to try to fight this.
Saint backs, picks up some items, will TP into the lane as JOSEDEODO, the only one hitting this dragon currently. Mundo goes where he pleases, but would like the team behind him. Although currently LYON are not actually walking forward to contest this. Inspired, once these Raptors, doesn't have the call of the Forge God, so it seems like LYON are just going to give the objective.
Yeah, it's the key there. Without the big ultimate from Ornn for the team fight.
Well, now they got to get out there. The Charm lands on a Morgan, but he just tanks it all up.
But look at top lane. That's what it's about, right? That's the trade, is you're going for that top lane. You're going to try to farm plates.
Another Charm lands from Saint. What a snipe! He has just been clinical with these. Finds another pick there. And this time, the Galio ult is not allowed to keep the Nami alive.
Yeah, the pullback on Q. Enough to delete him there. Don't care about the shield. Meanwhile, also the Vayne getting gold, so it's even better than LYON drew it up. They get a bonus kill on top and can continue to push. This gold lead is ballooning. Over 3K, gets another turret plate for Saints. You mentioned how well Saint was playing the lane. Well, he's also been playing these little picks on core quite nicely. Force out Galio ults. You keep having a Galio ult the knob.
He's in a great spot and is going to be going in towards, it looks like, a Leandry's second to help a little bit more with that true damage, or excuse me, with that percent HP damage.
On to JOSEDEODO, who, speaking of, is now catching Isles here. The culling damage follows up with LYON, and a pick onto Isles this time. So these Enchanter supports the focus of both teams.
Yeah, that's the thing with Enchanter's coming back. Those things are squishy. Can't be walking around. Jose walks him down for the kill. Now TL with the pressure.
Siege onto the turret. That's 2 plates picked up, but not enough to actually
set up. But LYON has shown, with some of these kind of like more oddball comps, they're great at playing them out. They're really playing to their win conditions in this series and have super impressed me. The Varus game, as well as the Aurelia game, they're not easy comps to always play out in the team fights, and we see a lot of pro teams struggle with that, but LYON just seems to have a really good understanding of where they are strong, where they are weak. They're not even showing up for fights if they are at risk, and they're just continuing to play towards what they see their win conditions are.
Incredible patience there. Giving up a dragon, it's only the second one. Giving up the Herald, you already have the gold lead yourself here.
Because with this build, your consistent damage is just so low compared to some others.
The team needs you, as now it's a look onto Saint here. The Hextech Ultimatum and the Galio Ultimate not fully working, but enough. That's a shutdown over to Morgan, as they had enough damage to get the kill.
Yeah, even when they don't overlap. This combo is deadly. Beautiful camp here from Morgan, and just waits in the tribe rush. They didn't see him, and they assumed it's just normal assignments with just Galio pushing down on the bottom side. So nice quick play for TL. Big rewards there. They chopped that gold lead down.
And even the timing, I think, was really smart, because look at this wave. He gets up top and is able to catch that wave as well. So it wasn't even as though you're getting punished with the tier 2 getting hit. That timing was really, really good. Saw he had a window to try to make something happen. Ouch.
Yeah, Jan's going for those E plays right there. It almost just gets deleted. That summoner heal from Core JJ.
Route into Dragon. They've got vision coverage through here, and they're going to start it up regardless.
So instead, Team Liquid are making a play on the other side of the map right now. Saint is the target here. Morgan's got his jungler behind him, but the Charm really chunks down Morgan with the Orb of Deception combo. And Saint can just pick up this wave, so really well played by LYON right there. And now, maybe looking at Quid here. Call of the Forge God is used. Lands it. Oh, flashed by Quid as Team Liquid are able to escape. Saint also looks to chunk out Morgan more, but nobody dies on either side.
There is the flash, so Quid on the Galio forced to flash that Ornn ultimate. We already said a lot of cooldown reduction for Inspired, especially for his ult. So Ornn ult is already 50% of the way through. Meanwhile, the Galio, no sums for the next fight, but they do have Rift Herald.
That time the damage does land from LYON onto Berserker. They drop the Herald, but it's not enough to actually crack the entire turret. Also, Berserker traded good damage back onto Jan. Ooh, yeah.
That's the super range team here with Lion to like poke and prod and wait, they got one.
Just find a pick. Yeah, there it is. Again, the squishy enchanter support.
They're gonna go
Isles
Baron.
backing
They're just
in
gonna
a
force it.
very forward position, and Team Liquid found their window. They have a 5v4.
That was death by ward. The ward over the wall saw him. It's CoreJJ's bubble, and now TL burning down the Baron.
Lion are going to have to find a way in here. Dokla's walking all the way up. Morgan has a deep flank around the buff, not spotted currently. Dokla might just walk straight into him. Has Saint in the brush on vision. Team Liquid are holding damage on the Baron, not bursting it immediately. Don't want to look for the 50-50. In goes Morgan, gets out of Berserker with the Galio on top. The Ezreal's out of the fight, and now they turn onto the front line. Inspired goes down. Saint dancing around, will pick up one of response. Another sharp. Dokla free firing, and Lion hold the line. Again, Saint goes in. Again, Saint finds a kill for his top laner. The solo lanes for Lion show up huge at the Baron and will push Team Liquid off.
You asked for a miracle, and Saint delivers. Holy! He is popping off this game. Huge performance. We'll hear from Dokla.
No long way to go, as it is going to be just tying up the Dragons here. It will be 2-2 as TL showcasing the power of their comp on the other side. But again, they are so much of this what they designed it for.
And you know you're playing a comp that has to work on this split-second timing, and they just lost the attempt around Baron last time, so Lion going to start it up this time.
Yep. Morgan's going to have to link up with the rest of the team. Completes the back. Has the teleport available, and Lion actually just back off instead, so they don't get the TP out of Team Liquid. Often when we see teams do that, they're happy to back off once that TP is used. Instead, this time they just say, nope, they have multiple members here, let's just not give them an opportunity.
Yeah, I think that is smart. You know, they were hoping that they could rush it down. They have really high damage, obviously, with this Vayne, percent true damage onto that Baron, shreds it. You know, Blade the Rune King or not, it doesn't matter. It's just kind of in the kit. But, you know, once you're spotted, there's so much AoE, you got to be careful.
Now they're looking to siege in the mid lane here. Focus on the Jan. Call the Forge God is used, but he's able to sidestep it. Quid has a flash away. Meanwhile, Justice Punch back for some CC, but he's out of there. Dokla firing on a Jan. Saint finds the kill. Lion move forward, pouncing onto Team Liquid for daring to siege their turret. They can push the mid wave. JOSEDEODO's got the Mundo ultimate. Blast Cone away. Dokla continues the chase. One slow there from the Q, but even Inspired's here. CC immune from JOSEDEODO, so he's able to dodge that one, but the smite for the slow. Inspired continues the chase because they have the wave. If they can kill the Mundo, desynced, how much more can Lion get? They're not able to find him.
Yeah, Morgan, though, here to back him up. And remember now, Vayne has no flash, so if he oversteps, he could be in a bit of trouble. Great fight there for Lion, but the question is, are they going to be able to get the Baron? The answer, very likely, yes. Jose obviously is up, but he has no flash and there's no blast cone, so no real shot of being able to steal this away. And Lion, I love how they're playing. I mean, sure, Morgan has TP, but he is split from the squad, and by the time the TP arrives, the fight is already completely destroyed.
Yeah. 4 range and Ornn ult.
It's Inspired flashing onto Jan. It's all of them sending it, and they're in the fight again.
It's Dragon set up right now. The culling goes out. Flash actually just Ibai Berserker right there. He's able to get out, and it is secured by JOSEDEODO. We got a smite fight in the pit. Inspired cannot steal it, so that is a third Dragon of Team Liquid, and they actually look like they're going to get out.
Yeah, and Morgan is in the area, was looking for a potential flank angle. TL have just not really been able to find that big engage that they're looking for to try to take over these fights, and it's been Lion just playing so well around the ring conditions. The 5th Ornn item just now came through, so all 5 are upgraded. You're up over 5,000 gold on top of that. This is a massive lead.
Lion have too many threats. They can't stomp out all of these threats. As long as these champions kind of spread out and give each other enough space, they just have too many weapons for Team Liquid to attack. You can dream, though. You can hope for the Mountain Soul. It's a long ways up, and you're going to have to do a lot of work to get there, but that's what your dream is for TL.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice dream, but even if you get it, the question is, you know, how much of a difference does it make in a game like this where there is that Vayne who can just punch through?
Where there is the Ornn as well. It gets flashed out of Morgan with the Call of the Forge God. Because, yeah, Team Liquid, they might not even get a chance to go for that Dragon. It looks like Lion, they're pushing hard with this Baron. They cracked the middle turret. They're now on the top turret as well. Saint takes a huge chunk right there from Jan. Still need to respect the Lucian in the late game.
Jan is...
Some top lane propaganda as Jan just eliminated, deleted. Sent straight to the gray screen as Lion find a pick on the 80 carry.
I mean, he just kind of walked through their jungle blind and gets killed for it. And now this could be the end. This could be the end of TL here in this split.
Not the expectation that most of us had. Power ranked aggregate #1 Team Liquid. They were a best of 1 away from not even making playoffs. And now LYON, with these counter-pick top laners with cleaner team play, are pushing them to the brink. 15 seconds for LYON to spawn. Team Liquid have 4 to defend. Morgan's going for a flanking TP play, but LYON don't need to look at it necessarily. The Hexacle ultimatum, they're going in onto Dokla, but he's out of there. Inspired gets chunked down a little bit, but JOSEDEODO as well, and now Quid is the target, goes into the stasis. Dokla unleashed, chasing down Morgan, who turns it back around. Big chunk out of Big Dokes.
Yon's back.
And now Yon has respawned, so Quid falls, but in tags. Shady carry the charm from Saint, finds Yon, and that's gotta be the game, that's gotta be the series, that's gotta be LYON overtaking Team Liquid in the organization's first run in playoffs in North America. They're starting with another win down here in the bottom lane, going to Brazil and continuing their lower bracket run.
And look how pumped up they are. LYON with such an impressive series there, taking down